Hello beautiful friends and welcome. Today's video is going to be all about thrifted baskets. I want to take you along with me to the thrift store and show you all the different options that are here, as well as show you how I clean my baskets, how I dry them, and also how I style them. So make sure to stay to the end to see the creative, beautiful ways I use my baskets. Whenever I go thrifting, I never miss the basket section because I use baskets all the time and they are so inexpensive here. As you can see, they range anywhere from $1.99 to $6.99, and that is such a great deal. I mean, look at the quality of this picnic basket. It's in great shape, great condition, everything's intact. You might need to buy a few pieces for inside. Otherwise, everything is in great condition. And if you check often, you can score some amazing baskets for the fraction of the cost. I mean, if you go to Target or even your local department store, they can really cost you an arm and a leg these days, honestly. But here you can get them for the fraction of the cost. They have lots of different options, different color, different shapes, sizes, some with lids. I mean, the list goes on. A few things that you do need is a bucket where you can put in your dish soap, whatever you have that cuts through the grease, through the gunk. It is safe and ready to go. A toothbrush to clean the little nooks and crannies, and then just, you know, anything that you have on hand. Mine is really overdue for a new one, but that is it for today, you guys. Let's get into it, and I just want to show you how filthy my thrifted baskets are. You might think that they're not that dirty, but let me take you outside and show you in the sun how it really is just gross. So here are the baskets that I'm going to be washing today, and let me just show you how gross this is. Do you see all of that? Just disgusting, but it's okay. We will get all of this cleaned up. Do you see how filthy that is? So gross. And sometimes, honestly, your own baskets can get really dusty and dirty from standing there collecting dust. So it's not always the thrifted stuff where you could just give your little baskets a refresh. So let's get in the house and get started. If you have baskets that haven't been washed, or it's been a while, or you didn't know how to wash them, pause this video, go grab your baskets, bring it to the sink or your bathtub, whatever is available at the moment. Fill it up with lukewarm water, pour in some soap, mix it up, put in your baskets, let it soak for about 10 minutes, and then get to washing. Before dropping your baskets into the water, be sure to remove all the tags. One tip I want to give you is be mindful of how much pressure you are applying when you are scrubbing your baskets. You don't want to break them in the process, so just be mindful of how dense and sturdy they are or flimsy. If you have mildew or mold on your baskets, you can also drop in a few caps of vinegar. That will really help with that. I know sometimes I get that because I use my baskets for my plants, and sometimes water will seep through and create some mold. And it's really not difficult. It's not a daunting task. You could just do what you see here. I mean, how filthy is this brush? It really gets out all the gunk in between, all the little crevices. Look how dirty this foam is on top. It's crazy to think that I recently learned you can fully submerge your baskets into water. So I set the baskets aside before I rinse them, but I just want you to see how disgusting this water is, you guys. This is your reminder to wash your baskets before you use them. Now let's drain this water. As you can see how filthy and dirty this water was, it was truly gross, just on another level. I should have worn gloves, but I ran out.
I kept procrastinating and taking so long to do this little chore, but it honestly wasn't even that bad. I know sometimes it takes us a while to get going on certain chores, but at the end of the day, it only took me less than 30 minutes, I want to say, and cleanup was pretty fast, simple, and my baskets were clean. Now it's time to rinse our baskets. You want to make sure to get all of the soap off because the last thing you want is for that soap to just be sitting on your baskets and kind of eating away at it. I do this process with cooler water. I make sure to rinse it both sides. Like this basket, you can see it's pretty dense. The holes are fairly small, so I'm just going back and forth, getting every side, the top, the bottom, all of it to make sure that there is no soap. I tip it over to the side so it can drain all the water off right away. With apartment living, it could be a little tricky because there's no pressure from like a nozzle, but this is like the movement that I do in order to get into all of the basket. As you can see, the holes are fairly big and the water pressure just doesn't get through to all of them. So that worked for me, but here I am taking my baskets outside and putting them out to dry in the sun. I know my mom told me not to ever do this because the wicker baskets will lose its shape, but I've learned that that is not the case. The sun has UV rays that kill bacteria and disinfects all of it. So it is a great method to dry them. You don't have to use a towel or any kind of rags. Just put them out and let them sit there for 30 minutes, move them around, and they will be ready to go. Now here I want to show you a few ways that I style my baskets and how I really use them. I love to use baskets for my plants. I feel like they bring so much life, texture, just a different cozy element to my space. As you can see, there's lots of baskets in the background. My little one is into crocheting, so I use some baskets to put all of her knitting things in there. It's cute, and I can just reuse it for other things as well. Now here we are in my living area. This is my coffee table. We eat here all the time, so we like to keep it clutter-free. Also, our TV stand is very low, so we need to keep things that is on the coffee table fairly low so we can enjoy the TV. And this plant is perfect for that. It's low. I love the basket. It just brings texture, but you could still see the clay pot. We are in my daughter's bathroom now. I love this basket so much. I had to grab it when I saw it at the thrift store. I'm putting together some of their essential things so they're not scattered all over the bathroom countertops, and that way things look more put together. Now, typically I don't gravitate towards faux plants, but this is perfect for a space that doesn't have windows. I grabbed these from the Dollar Tree store, and I thought this came together so well. Let me know what you learned from this video, and I hope this encourages you to style your space. And remember, live life beautifully today.